Hello all and welcome to the next video here in the Onion Man's Rooftop 2 at a cow caravan of treasure. Sometimes barter. The streak continues as it always will. And we are looking at the WWE Elite Collection Series 100 Rock and Andre the Giant. We've already taken a look at one of the figures in this collection. In one of the previous WWE Elite unboxings, I took a look at the Stunning Steve Austin from Series 100. Great figure. I think they could have done a little bit better with the Austin head sculpt on that. Maybe used the Hollywood Blondes Austin head. Oh, excuse me. And then stuck that on there with some longer hair. But, yeah, these were at my Walmart on a big display. I think I kind of told the story in a previous mailbag. My Walmart had a giant display with like 7 or 8 waves that had been backed up all on it. And Elite Series 100 was one of them. They had pretty much everybody. The only thing they did not have was the Chase Andre the Giant, because Andre the Giant is the Chase in this set. You can get him in a different suit. They did not have the Chase, but they had everybody else. Like I said, we already have Stunning Steve, the Dangerous Alliance version of Stunning Steve. I don't really need another Cena. I have a Cena that I like that works pretty well for what I want. Didn't really feel the need to get another Becky Lynch. Again, I have a couple of different Becky Lynches that I'm okay with. Again, same thing with Ray. It's a WCW Cruiserweight Ray with the WCW Cruiserweight belt. Didn't really feel the need to get another one. I have a few of them already. I was not going to get this Rock until I saw it in person, and I thought, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get it. This Andre was one that was like, if I see it in person, I am going to get it, but I didn't want to go out of my way and pay more money on ringside to get it early. It was one of those, if I see it in person, I will get it. If not, then so be it. But yeah, the Rock one I was not going to get, but then I noticed that I knew he came with the Brahma Bull Championship, but seeing it in person is so much better that I had to get it. It hit me. This Andre looks fantastic. So yeah, we got both of them. There's the back of the boxes. They both got little blurbs up there if you want to kind of pause and read what they say. And yeah, so we're going to save Rock for last just because I'm a little bit more anticipation. I have a little bit more anticipation with that Brahma Bull belt. We're going to look at this suited Andre and start with him. So yeah, Series 100, this is one of those things where I think I talked about it. I think maybe it could have been a little better. Not so much in the characters. I was just surprised at the choices we got. Like, Andre, Rock, and Cena made sense to me. Austin makes sense, but not Stunning Steve. Rey Mysterio kind of makes sense, but not WCW. And Becky Lynch, I guess, makes sense. I don't know what other female you could have thrown in the lot there, but yeah, maybe, I don't know, Trish Stratus or somebody. I don't know. It's a little bit of a weird set for being the big 100 set. Let's get this open, though. Trying to figure out how I want to open this. I haven't opened one of these in a minute. I guess we go from the bottom. I think that's what I've been doing with these new packaging. Funny enough, they're fixing to do new packaging too. This week has been Comic-Con week, and they've been showing off new packaging again, so hey. I do like the unique backdrops on these. Stunning Steve had one. Andre has one where it's like the hand. That's pretty cool, his handprint. Rob Bartlett, I think that's his name? No, Jonathan Bartlett did the art for all these, like the back art. That's Jonathan Bartlett, so that's his artwork there. Cool if you want to do some figure photography with it. Not my thing, but hey. So we got Andre. This is such a good Andre. Like, he comes with a lot of alternate hands. We got some pointing hands, some closed-fisted hands. Makes sense if you know what this Andre represents, which I'll go into a little bit here in a minute. He comes with the little crucifix necklace, a little cross necklace. Again, makes sense if you know what this is supposed to represent. We'll get into that in a minute. Looks like he's got one little rubber band here, but rubber bands be damned, I have scissors. Cool. Anything else? Think we're good? Alrighty. Before we get to the actual Andre, he does come with the old World Heavyweight Championship. This is a bigger version of that belt. There was a big, giant version of the belt created just for Andre. I don't think he ever actually used it, but it was created just in case they had made the choice that he would win. And it also was, I think, kind of used in the story, like Bobby Heenan was like, I even got a bigger belt made already, like all that stuff. So it's on a blue strap, but it looks really cool for what it is, and just a cool little whatever. It's one of those things, again, it's cool to see, like the Brahma Bull belt that The Rock has. It was never really used, but it's cool to see like in a toy form, you know, just has the regular little pegs. I do like that they actually colored the little metal buckle piece on. That's pretty nice. And then we have the Andre figure itself. Let me get them all straightened out here. And there we go. He looks fantastic. You got the bright, like, kind of salmon pink shirt underneath, blue pants, black shoes, the checkered jacket. The head sculpt looks really good for an older Andre. They got the curly hair, the big brow line, all that stuff going. It's fascinating to me that this $20 to $25 Andre Mattel Basic Elite figure has a better head sculpt than a premium Super 7 Andre the Giant figure. Fantastic. Love it. Glad Mattel will kick their ass on the head sculpt department. I love Super 7, but when they try to do real people like wrestlers, they just somehow screw it up. A little bit of scuff on mine here, but not too bad. But he looks fantastic. We got pinless arms, which is pretty nice. Not pinless legs. Kind of sucks, but they are double jointed on both. No butterfly joints, but he has ab crunch. He's big, he's bolsterous, he's beefy, he's Andre. He's big, he's beefy, he's Andre. I think they could have colored in the belt maybe a black too. I'd have to go back and look at it. But yeah, if you aren't familiar, this is the Andre. He stands really well, actually. I was a little afraid he'd have too much of a lean, but he stands perfect. If you're not familiar, this Andre represents the day he challenged Hulk Hogan for a title match at WrestleMania 3. He talks about how Hogan's overshadowed him and Andre's the real legend and XYZ. And then he grabs Hogan and he's pointing at him. That's why you get the pointing hands. He's always pointing at him. And then he grabs the cross, or the shirt of Hogan, and he rips the shirt and the cross comes off with it. And Andre throws it down. And so that's why you get the crucifix necklace. It's an iconic moment in wrestling history. And I think this figure does a fantastic job of capturing it with the big belt. You can have the cross in his hand. The only thing that's missing is like a torn Hulkamania t-shirt, which I'm sure you could find somewhere online easily. So yeah, big thumbs up to the Andre figure. It's a fantastic figure. I like it. Next up, we're getting into the one that I didn't know if I was going to buy it or not. We have The Rock. Again, I knew it was coming with the Brahma Bull belt, which was the main reason I wanted this figure. But I have so many Rocks. The Rock is my favorite wrestler of all time. So I have so many different versions of The Rock. I have another one that's coming in. My pre-order for the Ruthless Aggression Hollywood Rock actually shipped from Walmart really early. So, yay. We'll see how it goes. But there you go. Like I said, I ended up picking it up just because I saw it in person and the look of the belt was just like in person, like, oh yeah, I gotta get it. So I literally bought this for the accessory, but who knows? Maybe the Rock figure itself is going to be a little bit of an upgrade on some things. If not, it'll be good custom fodder. So cutting off the tape, apologies. Also, he has his little backdrop as well, which I love. It's like the smoke and electricity with the blue. Looks really nice. Funny enough, the Top Picks Rock comes with the same football jersey thing, but in red. And here we go. Let's get all the accessories out. All these alternate hands. So he's got some of those just bring it hands and a couple of mic holding hands. Oh, one went flying. Any twist ties on here? It looks like he's got one. Twist ties be damned. I have scissors. One around the waist and arms. Cut that off. I think we're good to go. Alright. What color trunks is he? This is awkward, man. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So we've already looked at the alternate hands. Alright. I was just trying to straighten him out here. He was all kinds of messed up. This Rock also suffers from the Rock foot problem, like wrestling boot problem. Okay. So here we go. Here he is. He looks decent for what he is. My biggest gripe, two things. One, if you're looking at the era of The Rock with the big sideburns, as well as this jersey, I believe, which had red and blue, I think, at one point, and the era at which the Brahma Bull belt would have been a thing, he should have his old trunks. This actually has Rock in his, like, late 2000s onward trunks in the red. The ones he probably should have on are the bulky, like, The Rock with the outlined in two different colors. The Brahma Bull's always stayed the same, though. So that, I think, is a little off. The glasses do come off. They actually are kind of hard to set on there, but they do come off. It's a fantastic likeness. I think this is a great Rock likeness with this weird smiling head. Then again, though, at the time, you didn't see The Rock smile a lot unless he was cracking jokes and breaking character, which kind of is funny, but we'll put the glasses over there. The jersey does come off. Underneath it, you just have the same Rock mold we've had forever. Actually, I think this is an even older Rock mold. This kind of reminds me more of, besides the head sculpt, this reminds me a lot of the Rock that we got, that was like an exclusive. It was like a SmackDown exclusive Rock that I think it was exclusive to Walmart. He had the Just Bring It t-shirt and everything. Same thing with an updated head sculpt. That's exactly what this is. All the way down to the messed up boot. One boot looks great. This boot looks fine. This boot always, I don't know why the right boot of the Rock this part always goes down, and then it kind of makes it crunch. Even the Ultimate Rock, the Amazon exclusive one, had this problem. And I bet the new Ultimate Rock that's a Target exclusive, bet that one has the same problem. Usually it doesn't affect anything, though. No, not really. But yeah, if you're going to do sideburns Rock and everything, I feel like that's Rock is more 98, 99. And then going into 2000, he had sideburns, but they were much shorter. So I feel like they kind of got the gear wrong on this Rock, or at least the head wrong. If you were going to throw in the Brahma Bull belt just to have it, cool, but at least get the accuracy of the sideburns with the trunks. I know that it's the Rock, so it's like, well, a lot of his gear is the same still. And if you're going to have him be that 98, 99 Rock, he should probably have the Brahma Bull logo on the elbow pads. That was a big thing at the time for him. Then later on, he switched it up. But yeah, during like his rise, he had those elbow pads. So overall, it's a decent Rock. If I'm grading it solely just on this figure, I'm going to go thumbs in the middle. It's a much updated head sculpt, which I really like. They got that part of it down, but I still think they're missing something out of it. I still think that Amazon exclusive Ultimate Rock is the best one we've ever gotten. And hopefully the one that comes out next can beat that. So we'll see. It's a mix mash. It's like an old Rock body with his like mid 2000s gear, but with like a 98, 99 head sculpt. It's very weird. But that's not the star of this. The star of this is the Brahma Bull Championship belt. This was a belt created that was meant to be used and never was. If you remember in 1999, before we hit, not 99, apologies, 1998, before we hit the Deadly Games tournament that summer, Austin wins the belt at WrestleMania 14 in March. And then that summer, he has the Smoking Skull belt when he wins it back from Kane and all that. He's carrying around the Smoking Skull belt. At one point in time, when The Rock was the corporate champion, they were going to give him his own Brahma Bull belt. It was actually made and ready to use, but they never used it. They ended up using They ended up retooling the Big Eagle belt to have a black strap with an updated logo, and they just used that instead. And this ended up in a vault somewhere, and I think WWE still has it locked up in a vault somewhere. But it's cool to finally see it in a toy form in all its glory. It had a big circle, it had a bull in the middle, it said World Champion, and it was just based around the Rock. There's the old Rock logo, like the wording, the blocky Rock wording. So that's cool. They even got that detail down. So big thumbs up just for the belt accessory. As for the actual figure, thumbs in the middle. I love the head sculpt. I think they could have updated the body work and everything. But there you go. But that's not the reason I bought it. I'll probably end up using that Rock head for a different Rock or something. Maybe switch it out with a different Rock head, and I don't know. Like I said, it's going to be good custom fodder. And the belt will be cool to throw on like an older Rock, just a what-if Rock type of thing. But I like both of these. This Andre represents such a classic moment. It's nice to finally have the Brahma Bull belt with an updated Rock head sculpt that can be switched out. So yeah, I like these figures. I like them a lot. Like I said, Andre and Rock and John Cena made sense for Series 100. Stunning Steve, I get it, but it probably should have been a normal Steve Austin. Becky Lynch, I kind of get. The outlier is probably the Mysterio. I don't know who I would have replaced Mysterio with. I think maybe like either Triple H or... I mean, there's a lot of guys. Hogan, I'm surprised Hogan wasn't in Series 100. Or Triple H or Shawn Michaels. Even Bret. You could have thrown Bret Hart in there. Undertaker could have been in there. There's a lot of guys who probably would have been fit better than the Rey Mysterio figure we ended up with. But either way, I really like these. It kind of rounds that out. I'm not getting any more Series 100 figures. These were the only ones I was planning on getting. These and the Stunning Steve. So I could kind of start building a Dangerous Alliance set. And yeah, that's it for this video. If you like the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. You not have to if you not want to. But as always, I appreciate anybody who does. And I will catch you guys in the next video.